in a row. Thoughts on tonight's game?
Man, it was not pretty. It was an ugly game. It was a choppy game. They're a really difficult team to play against in that regard. Where they're well coached and they're talented. It's a good team, and they make things hard for you, right? Their pace, how methodical they are offensively, the way they switch ball screens. You really got to be sharp with your discipline. You got to be really sharp with your execution on both ends, man. So I think it really challenged our guys in some different ways tonight, and I was proud of them for their hot start. And I thought they came out with intent and purpose. And it got ugly in the second half, and things kind of went off the rails a little bit. But I thought we righted ourselves and righted the ship and did enough to finish it up.
Coach, one thing you talked about tonight in this game was not letting the right play get stale. It seems like these guys haven't let that happen. I mean, 22 assists on 24 field goals. Just talk about that chemistry between the guys and how they're really meshing on the court.
That's something that we harp on. Julian can attest to this. Every single film session, almost every single huddle, we talk about making aggressive plays for our teammates and really leaning into exactly what you say. Don't let the right play get old. And it's always the right play. It's right for a reason, and it leads to great basketball, and it's contagious, either positively or negatively. Like, you could be the virus or you could be the vaccine, man. So I think our guys are doing a really nice job committing to that, and the results to your point have kind of spoken for themselves as far as some of our possession sharing the basketball and making great offense for somebody else. And like I said, that builds on each other and that becomes contagious.
Julian, for yourself, third straight game in double figures, man. I mean, what's been the key for you, and how have you been able to find your footing here as a freshman, man?
Man, honestly, the reason why I'm scoring so much is my teammates are passing me the ball, So kudos to them, If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't get the looks. So, I mean, again, that's the system that he runs. When I got recruited here, he really sold the point that this is a team game. We're going to play together, and, I mean, shoot. That's why I'm scoring all these points, man. Shout out to my teammates, for real. Yeah.
Julian, obviously in the first half, I think like a play that kind of stood out was one time you dove, to the floor, get the ball, and literally just resulted in the from Westermo. Just the way that pretty much you bring the energy. I know that you've been talking about that every single time. So the way that it's contagious, do you see it like every single night? Having that. That energy being contagious, especially with your play?
Yeah, man, like, I'm a dog. My teammates are dogs. I don't know if you know, but before that, Dane got the rebound, and he was the reason why we even got in that position. And obviously, it's a team sport, and so if it wasn't for Dane, if he did that, I wouldn't have the opportunity to dive on the floor and tip it to Jalen, and then Jalen to dump it off to Marsh for the point, So it's like we're all dogs, and when we all buy in, we get stuff like that,
And Coach, obviously the first half was pretty much where everything was working. Just the way that the offense has been clicking so far. I know you mentioned that as well at the UIW game. So the offense so far, how you describe it? Do you like the way that's flowing right now?
I think we got to be more consistent. Obviously, you look at the second half, we shoot 33% from the field, which is heinous. And we had 14 turnovers, which is too many. So there's a lot to clean up. There's a lot to get better at. We are sharing the basketball. We are making a pointed effort to do that, which is fantastic. I think that's a great foundational thing. We got to be tougher minded and more disciplined, more consistently. We got to do that over the course of 40 minutes. And I think when we do that, we've shown to be a pretty effective offensive team. But man, those are choices that we have to make on the offensive side of the floor to be disciplined, to be sound, to be tough. And when this guy does it in particular, man, he's so skilled and he's so talented, and he's being humble, where he's giving his teammates a lot of credit, rightfully so. But ultimately, man, like, his juice, his skill set, his mental and physical toughness is really, really high level. And he's a high level competitor. I saw it from him when he was in high school, when he was a junior, and he was playing up for Dream Vision on the Adidas circuit. Obviously his senior year, playing at La Mirada for a really good program and really good coach there. But he's come here ready to compete, and he's competed every day, and he's raised our level in every sense, man. So he's being humble, but he's been a huge part of our success thus far.
And last one, Coach, what will be the focus? You guys are going to have 2 games on the road coming up. What will be the focus, some of the things that you would like to see going forward?
Just the preparation. I keep talking about it. I know you guys are sick of me talking about it, but my teammates sick of my players are sick of me talking about it. But like, it's not even thinking about Saturday per se. It's about thinking about getting hydrated and getting rest tonight. It's about taking care of our bodies tonight and tomorrow. It's about coming back on Wednesday with a pointed focus of improving, learning from this game. There's going to be a lot to learn from, a lot to clean up. 2 games in a row where on one side of the floor we slipped. It was defensively against Incarnate Word. It was offensively tonight. So there's a lot to clean up and improve upon, and we need to continue to progress in a positive fashion. We can't plateau and just hope it's good enough. We got to get better. We got to be peaking in money-making time in March, man. So we got to put ourselves in a position to be successful in the lead up to Saturday and Monday, right? So tonight's really critical. Wednesday's critical. Thursday, so on and so forth. We got to win every part of the process.
Win the process, man. Yeah.
Coach, for you, the first 8 minutes of that second half, you kind of seeing that sloppy side of the game showed up for you guys. After that under 8 timeout, what did you re-huddle and re-emphasize to the guys after you made those little substitutions to kind of recapture that energy and the momentum to kind of push the game out of hand?
Yeah, I think, again, they do a really nice job of making the game difficult, so credit to them. It's not just, we can't sit here and just say it's all our fault and we should have done this, that, and the third. They're a good opponent who's been playing well recently, so I think they've won 3 of their past 5 coming into this game, so they're playing with a lot more confidence. Gave Corpus Christi all they wanted on the road, losing by 2, scored 71 points on the road at Corpus, which we know how difficult it is to do, so credit to them. But ultimately, man, like I really re-emphasize to the guy about getting guys to get centered. Don't play the score, don't play the time, just win each individual possession. Do your job over the course of 30 seconds for each individual possession, and then the results will take care of themselves. But we got to be locked in on doing our jobs and doing it consistently with discipline.
The last one on my end, now that you guys talk about recovery, just how do you get them refocused for next practice, knowing that it's going to be a challenging one because of the opponents that are coming up?
Yeah, I mean, it should be easy, right? I mean, you look at New Orleans, and they're a really good team that's playing well, and they're very, very talented, another well-coached team, and they beat us pretty handily here on our home court. So, I mean, getting these guys motivated shouldn't be a task at all. Nickel should not be a task at all. But like I said, I mean, we need to get motivated to have a great session on Wednesday and have a great session on Thursday. Looking ahead to Saturday does us no good, right? All the fuel and the motivation for who the opponent is should really get us fired up to be great in practice, and should be focused in film and great in recovery and doing all those things in the lead up to those things. So when the ball goes up, we're the best prepared team. So that is the fight and the focus.